Hey everyone, it's Kayla from The Casual Crafter, and now that it's finally spring, I thought we'd make some spring DIYs, and these are made using mostly inexpensive items, so if that sounds interesting to you, stick around, and let's go ahead and get right into the video. So here I'm just taking this wood hanging decor piece that you can get at Dollar Tree. They come in a variety of shapes, but I liked how thick this was. So I'm going to be taking some Waverly white chalk paint and giving that a nice coat. So once that's dry, I'm going to be taking these rub-on transfers you can get at Dollar Tree. I know they can be a little bit hard to find, but if you look behind some of the other ones at the store, I've been able to have some good luck with it. I'm just going to place that on there, and then I'm using this large popsicle stick to help me rub it on there. And as I peel it up, I want to make sure that it is sticking well, so if it's not, I just am going to additionally rub it a little bit more with the popsicle stick. And once that's on there, I decided I wanted to give it a little bit of a more protective layer, so I just go over it with a coat of Mod Podge. And once that's done, I'm going to be threading some of this twine through the hole on the end of that wood piece. And I'm just going to tie a knot in the end of that. And then I'm going to estimate how long I want this mini wood bead garland to be. So I'm going to trim that off where I think I want it to end. And then I'm going to be taping that one piece of string that was tied to the end to the other piece so that I can actually string beads over it and it looks a little more flush. Then I'm going to be taking these beads that I got off of Amazon. I can leave a link down below to the exact ones that I got. Once I have those strung on there, I leave a little bit at the end just so I can tie a tassel on the other end. And to make the tassel, I'm going to be wrapping that twine around my hand about 20 times and then tying the end to the end of that wood bead garland. And then I'm just going to tie a little part in the middle of the tassel. And then trim all the ends. And then just trim them so they're even. And I think this looks really nice for the springtime, or you could use it year-round as well. But I thought this was really simple to make, and it looks really nice with my decor. So up next, I'm going to be changing out the center of this sign that I made previously. I can leave a link to the video where I made this up in the eye and down below. So first off, I'm going to measure exactly what size I need to make the centerpiece. I'm just going to measure that onto a foam core poster board that I got at Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to cut that out just using a box cutter. Once that's cut out, I'm going to be unscrewing the part of my sign so that I can switch out the center part. I'm going to take out that center part and set it aside so I can use it for future seasons. And now I'm going to be placing my new foam core piece in the center there, and then I'm going to reclose it around it. And you'll see that I realized my stencils were going to be a lot easier to put on there if I didn't have the frame around it. So I took that back off, and once the whole sign is done, I put it back on. And right now I'm just measuring out where the center of this foam core piece is, just so I can get a rough idea of where to lay my stencils. And I'm just going to give a light pencil line to where that center is. And I'm just going to be laying out these stencils. These were a pack of stencils I got from Walmart for I believe $1.97. They're the Waverly stencils. I'm going to be spelling out the word flowers. And then I'm going to be taking a black acrylic paint here, and up top I'm going to be spelling out the words fresh cut. I'm just going to be using this stencil that I got from Dollar Tree. I tried to make sure that the center of each word was centered on that center line there. And I also made a couple lines at the top to help me keep them straight. And then I went through and sponge painted the flowers as well. And now for the big reveal. You can see there are a few places where the sponge paint got over on the edges, so I'm just going to touch that up. But first I'm going to be erasing those pencil marks just with an eraser. As you can see here, I'm going in with my white acrylic paint just to touch up those areas where the black did get over on some of the edges. And then I put it back in the frame. And I think this looks really nice with my decor. I could leave it up year round, but I think it looks really nice for the spring. Up next, I'm going to be taking 2 of these birdhouses that you can get at Dollar Tree. I think these are really cute for the springtime. I've never really done anything with them before. So first I'm going to be taking those stickers off the bottoms of each of them. Then I'm going to be taking this Waverly Antique Wax and using it as if it were a stain on the roof of this house and the bottom of it as well. And then on the center part of the other house. I find this really easy to work with because it's more water-based, so it's easy to clean up and doesn't smell, and it works really well. And here I'm going in on the center part of the other house. Now I'm going to be taking this Waverly White chalk paint and I'm going to be covering the rest of each of the houses. So starting on the one, I'm going to be covering the roof. Then on the other one, I'm going to be covering the middle part. I'm going to go back in on the bottom on the other house as well. Here I'm just adding in some Spanish moss that you can get at Dollar Tree. And I'm just adding that on the inside to make it look more like a bird's nest is in there. And I think these look really nice with my spring decor. You could leave them up year round as well if you're into that farmhouse style. But I think these turned out really cute and they were really simple to make.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and like and comment down below what your favorite item I made today was. Also be sure and let me know what your favorite thing about spring is. Is it the blooming of the flowers? Do you like the rain? So be sure and let me know down below. And if you haven't already, be sure and check me out over on Instagram. It's at The Casual Crafter. And if you've made it this far in the video, be sure and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And thanks again. Bye!